Question? There you go.
Was wonderful, thank you. I'd like to know, I was going to ask a similar question. Oftentimes when films are adapted from scripts, from stage scripts, they're usually very talky. And it's just dialogue, dialogue, dialogue. I recently saw August Osage County, the same thing. It's such heavy dialogue. And I was really impressed with the adaptation that you were able to put so much space to let the faces tell the story and let the music tell the story. Can you talk a little bit about that process?
Sure, thank you, first of all. It was also a long process, and what can I say about it? That it...
You're really good at it.
Thank you.
No, but that's what Johan says all the time. Johan, who wrote the play, he's very talkative and he talks a lot. He's actually his character.
If he would be here, he would be talking all the time.
He would be talking all the
and
time.
we would be like...
But he actually, that's the compliment he always gives you. Like, you're so good in putting emotion into images, and actually the people were talking about it, but then you can show the images. So the daughter in the play was not there, they were just talking about her, and all of a sudden, of course, she's there, and he's also very good in getting the emotions out of the eyes of the actors without letting them talk one word, and that's really his yes, something like that. His talent.
Can I ask a question,
Thank you.
Veerle? And that is, in the last concert scene, when Johan goes into his tirade, would that have been avoided if your character had reached out and touched his extended hand? That the feeling that I have is that her refusal to join in his pain or publicly acknowledge it,
I think it
launches him.
I think it would have postponed the problem. It would have been fine for that evening, but then it would come again and again and again. And I don't think she would be able, like, she's not able to live with this. She wouldn't be able to live with it either, even if she had done that. The circle is broken, and it will never be unbroken again. I think that's just the story.
Well, the heartbreaking thing, the story is that no, actually, I mean, it's really the heart of the story. That is the baseline. You cannot share grief, but actually, we only discovered it during editing that they just the tragedy is that they have a different timing of dealing with their grief. And they want to be there for one another, but they, while she's grieving, he's just afraid that he's gonna lose her, so he's there for her, and then she's kind of trying to get over it and finding her own way, and then he starts freaking out, and his grief turns into some kind of anger, and that's just really sad, and that's what the story is about, and. Again, that is why Johan, while he was making the play, he did a lot of interviews with people who had lost children, couples who had lost children, and realized that, that was their tragedy, that grief is so personal and so intimate that even when you're in a great couple and you love each other so much that it's just really hard to share that, and because of that, a lot of couples do split up, and the facts are that 70% of people who go through that will split up.